Deep underground, underneath the cheery nature of the world above, there is an enormous cave system that goes for miles. Where did this cave appear from? Well, no one can be sure, but the incredible things that exist down here might be worth looking into. So let's take a look at this long-lost land down under. And I'm not talking about Australia, alright? We're talking about the Great Cave Offensive. The thing worth mentioning is how Kirby got down here. He fell.
Yeah, it fell in the hole.
Kirby needs to escape this catacomb, but decided that while he's at it, he might as well search for lost treasure and get rich. I never thought that Kirby had this mentality in him, but here we are. The cave is massive and open-ended. There's no level select or world map, it's all one straight line. You can beat the game fairly quickly by running through it like any other Kirby game, but you'll never get the 100% of the game file, and that's no fun. Quick note, I'm not about to tell you how to get all the treasures because we don't have the time or the sanity, but if you want, you can look up some tutorials online if you get lost. The place also has some unique bosses that Kirby has never encountered anywhere else before or after this. Sure, you'll see your typical Waddle Dees and Knuckle Joes, but you won't find Fatty Whale anywhere else. Yes, this is Fatty Whale. Do not judge him, he's trying his best. There is somehow an entire ocean down here, and it's only seen in Fatty Whale's room. This guy will drop boulders, fish, and its own blubber body to crush you. Don't know why he hates you so much, but it really doesn't want you to be in there. He also smokes a pipe, which looks really cool. You also start finding these rail systems to take you from one location to another where you can run over enemies. It's kind of random, but it's also really fun at the same time. You can wow, look at you crush these guys. After you beat Fatty Whale, you enter a crystal shiny place where you have Wheel Boys. The boss of this area is a computer program from an RPG that actually takes turns and reports damage lost. It's called the Computer Virus, and it's pretty fun. Something about beating up slimes and puppets while taking turns and raising stats is kind of funny. The next place is a massive fortress, and is entirely optional. Yeah, you can just stroll right past this place and it won't make any difference, but what about the treasure? The boss of this area is the Camellia Arm. I don't know where the arm from his name comes from, but he can turn invisible, and he can also eat you like a Yoshi and roll around like Sonic the Hedgehog. Honestly, it's one of my favorite bosses from Superstar because it completely keeps you on your feet at all times, and it's a pretty fun fight. The final area is like, I don't know, like a temple or something, and the boss of this area is the final boss of the chapter, Wambon Rock. Wambon Rock is a lesser-known final boss of sorts that crushes you with its rock hands. The fight kind of feels like you're fighting Master Hand with a rock theme instead. He's not too hard, but he's not entirely easy either. As long as you keep moving and dodge attacks, he's not a big deal. Helpers, however, will struggle a lot. I have tested it a lot, and helpers are helpless. These bosses seem to be the guardians of these treasures, and funny enough, these treasures themselves seem to come from other worlds. The bosses haven't been significant since then, but they're a fun set of bosses that don't deserve to be completely forgotten. That's going to do it for today's episode, but I hope you enjoyed watching this episode and consider staying tuned for more Kirby and other shifted videos coming soon. Until then, don't make poor life decisions, because they'll come back to bite you. Have a good one, guys. Knuckle Joe.